Hello everyone and welcome to this exciting video. So I am going to see the It Ends with Us movie. I thought I'd just tap on the book for effect. But yeah, I know there's a lot of issues and controversy surrounding the author Colleen Hoover, but we're not focusing on that. I'm just gonna focus on the movie and the actors, because I love Blake Lively so much, and the guy who plays Riley, I forget his name, but he was also in Jane the Virgin. So yeah, that's what we're going to focus on while I get ready, and then the second half of the video is going to be me getting unready and giving a little movie review. So yeah, first things first, I'm going to be switching between soft spoken and whispering because I want to do soft spoken, but my dad's just got home from work and he's sleeping and I feel like I'm being very loud, so I'm going to be switching. I hope that's not too annoying. But yeah, first things first, I wanted to dress on theme and I wanted to wear this beautiful flower corset. It's actually so pretty. I got this for my holiday, but I never got a chance to wear it. And then it's like, but I've done it up wrong. I need to re-thread the ribbon. And also it might be a bit too much to wear to the cinema. I might try it on, but I don't know if I can be bothered to do this, or if I have time. But also the girls pop out a bit much, so it might be a little bit too much. So I thought I'd wear this green bandeau, which is also really cute. Just because, you know, green plants, lily bloom, it works a little bit. But yeah, let's get into the skincare and makeup and then take these off. And yeah, so first I forgot to bring something to clip my hair back with, but that's fine. I was going to use one of these. I got these reusable little cotton pad things, but I think I'm going to test them out when I take off my mascara and stuff, just to see how well they work, because there's not exactly going to be much coming off on my face right now, so we're just going to use a cotton one and this Garnier Jelly Micellar Water. We'll get some skin sounds and then I'll talk a little bit about books and stuff. So the first book that I ever read, the first books in general I read getting into book talk and all that, was a Colleen Hoover book. The first two, maybe three, were Colleen Hoover books. The first one I read was Ugly Love, and if you've read Ugly Love, you'll know it's an interesting book. How that book got me into reading more books in general, but also her books, I'll never know. But then I read It Ends With Us, which is a phenomenal book. I think it really touches on violent relationships really well. And then I think it was Verity, which was also another good book. And then I branched out into other books like the Dreamland Billionaire series and stuff like that. But yeah. So, and then I got my friend to read this book, which is the friend I'm going to see the movie with. So cute little moment. But next I'm gonna add some vitamin C serum. I am very excited to see how many scenes from the book they've kept in, and if they've like adapted any, because I know books and TV, like when they're adapted into movies, it doesn't always turn out the best because they take out some of the like fan favourite scenes. I saw a Instagram reel last night saying, after someone had seen it, and they said it was an emotional roller coaster. So fingers crossed, it's really good. And then I'm just gonna add some ELF super hydrating gel moisturizer. Because I also know when the trailer first came out, people thought didn't look too good, and they thought like the casting was a little off. Yeah. I find it really hard to criticise things because I feel bad afterwards, and like I don't want to hurt people's feelings. Not that anyone's ever going to see this, like important's ever going to see this, like Blake Lively herself. But like, I don't know, I just feel bad for like the producers and the actors and everything. But yeah, I'm gonna try and give like my honest opinions. But like, are my expectations high for this movie? They're like in the middle, but just like above the middle, so they're not like super high, but they also are kind of just a little bit after seeing that reel yesterday. But anyway, now we'll move on to makeup. I don't want this intro to be too long because it's more about the review, I feel like, and there's not much more I can talk about. But yeah, so we're just gonna whiz through this quickly. I'm gonna curl the lashes. I need this is my grandma's little handbag mirror she gave me ages ago. I'm just gonna curl the lashes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. And then I like to add this protein conditioning serum just to strengthen them. I'm excited to see how they're gonna portray Riley, just because there's a lot of, in the book talk world, there's a lot of controversy over whether people should like Riley or not. I personally don't, but I do like the actor who's going to play Riley, so I think he'll do a good job, because when he showed his anger as Raphael in Jane the Virgin, it was done very well, I think. So yeah, feel like if they've done the kind of abusive / anger scenes well, it could be quite emotional. And I remember reading the book, I cried spoilers by the way, from the book. I cried when, like, the ending, when she like leaves him. So yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of how, is it called Miles? No, that's from It Ends With Us. Atlas, there we go. I'm not the biggest fan of how old Atlas looks, just because it's not what I pictured when I was reading. But yeah, while I let that dry on my lashes, I'll do my brows. Do I want to use this one? Okay, well, I didn't bring my other one, so we'll just use this one. This is just the eyebrow cushion in chocolate. Just get a little bit of that. But yeah, my expectations for Lily Bloom, or Blake Lively as Lily Bloom, are high. Just because I love Blake Lively so much. Her and Ryan Reynolds together, gorgeous. Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool, the new one with Wolverine. Yeah, I've seen some interviews that he's done with Hugh Jackman, and they did like a little message for Blake Lively, and he was so cute. But yeah, that's off topic a little bit. It's the wrong movie. I think if they adapted the Verity book, that could be a really good thriller, because I loved reading that book, but also it scared me just a touch. Ugh. I think that'll do. See, the front of my eyebrows are always so much darker, just naturally darker than my ends. I think that looks fine. Yeah. Because I got an e.l.f. pencil that I usually use now, and it's like much better at like making it less obvious. But I don't know where I put it. So, yeah. And then I just set them with the e.l.f. Gel mascara type thing. No, gel. Yeah, gel mascara for brows and lashes. My friend just texted me saying she's saying that. Okay, so she lives about 20 minutes away, so we still have 20 minutes. Because I kind of want to braid my hair. Or do like a little braid in my hair. Just because anytime, where's my mirror? I watch Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon, it always makes me want to wear a braid. So yeah. That's that done, and then we just do mascara. I don't wear a lot of makeup. Just I don't feel like I need to, and I don't really want to. I do have all the things, and I kind of want to do a video. No, I need my mirror. Where I like practice makeup with you guys. Just because I'm not very good at it, because I don't wear it that often, because I think it makes my skin really itchy. Oh, it used to. I think I found the e.l.f. one doesn't make me itchy. Do I want some on the bottom lashes or just the top ones today? I might just do the top ones. Can't decide. I do normally do the bottom ones, but I saw a thing yesterday. Are you a top lash girly or a both lash girly? I used to just be a top one, but then I thought that was weird because all my friends put it on the bottom ones, so I started putting it on the bottom ones. And then there was a poll, and the poll said most people only put it on the top ones. So, should we try doing just the top ones? Go back to old school. Little me in year 7. think it looks nice both ways there. That's cute. Do I do a little bit on the bottom? I could do a little bit on the bottom. But can I do a little bit, or is it just going to go loads? We're just going to leave the top ones. We'll change it up for today. And then for my hair, I think I'm just going to take out some little pieces here. My hair's like it's like hair wash day, so it's not the nicest. And then we're just going to take a little section. I don't know if I'll film me doing my hair. I feel like it could take a while. I'm going to come back and do my hair when I've done my hair. Okay, so I've pulled out these little pieces and braided my hair in two, but I don't know whether to tie them at the back into one or keep them down. I feel like I should tie them. But also I forgot some lip product. So I'm just going to use this e.l.f. Rose Quartz lip oil quickly because she's 5 minutes away. And I still don't know what trousers to wear because all my nice trousers are in the wash, so I might just have to go with leggings. But I'm going to wear these shoes. I feel like these give Lily Bloom, like she'd be working in a garden in them, going to work in them, strutting down the street in them. And then, do I tie my hair back, or do I leave it like this? I don't know, we'll see what my friend says. And then the scent I'm going to be wearing is this cherry smoothie from Zara, because I think it smells beautiful. Perfect. That may have been a bit too much, but oh well. So that's everything, and I'll be back in about 2 seconds with my review. Bye. It ends with Us movie. So I went to see it about 3 days ago now, and then I saw it again 2 days ago with my sister. And the first time I watched it was a lot more enjoyable than the second, which, yeah, so the first time I watched it, the like audience in the cinema was a lot more mature and like, you know, they were really focused on the movie. They were like crying and stuff, which is very understandable. And then the second time I went to watch the movie, it was more younger people, I'd say like 15, 16. And they just kept talking throughout the movie, kicking my chair. That was my cat. Kicking my chair, which is just annoying in any movie. But then also, I'm going to be talking about spoilers, by the way. When she got pushed down the stairs, they literally burst out laughing. And then the scene after that, when he's like forcing himself, and she's like begging him to stop, they were giggling as well, and I didn't understand what was funny. So yeah, that kind of ruined it the second time, but the first time was really good. And long story short, I think they did a really good job with the movie. Obviously they missed out a few key scenes, but that's expected for a book adaptation, just because you can get as much information and detail as you want in a book, but you can't in a movie and still like have it a reasonable time. That's why I've always thought book adaptations are better as a series. But yeah, I'm sure there's a logical reason why they can't make books into series all the time. But yeah, I did really like I ended up really liking the cast. I know the like, what would you call it? Like the people weren't happy with the cast and like Lily's wardrobe when we first got little sneak peeks of it, but I think the cast actually turned out pretty well, and Lily's wardrobe actually wasn't that bad if you take into consideration she's like a gardener who like grows flowers, works with soil, and she just likes to dress like that, like oversized vintage. It's like, it's nice. I did really like her hair in it. She had some really nice messy bun hairstyles, which I really liked. But onto the actual book to movie, I think the first the meeting between Lily and Riley, the first meeting, I think they did that really well. From what I remember, I haven't read this in a very long time, but from what I remember, it was pretty like close to the book. Blake Lively's little giggly laugh, I loved it so much. She has such a cute laugh, and yeah, I think they cast younger Lily really well. And yeah, and I was very skeptical. I think the older Atlas, like who they cast for older Atlas, I think he was who I was most like, it's not how I pictured him, but I ended up really liking him. And yeah, I thought he was really good in it. They did miss out the important magnet scene, which I feel like that was the one scene where collectively everyone who read the book, that's when everyone's hearts like dropped to their stomach. That was like the scene where everyone felt the most fear, and it was a really important scene. Like as soon as you read the words, "Where did you get the magnet, Lily?" you knew it was like gonna get really bad, but we never got that scene. There was another thing that I was gonna critique. One thing that did annoy me in the movie, I don't know if it happened in the book, I can't remember, but when he asked her, "Do you still love him?" and she like paused for the longest time ever and said, "I don't know, just say no, just say no. Like, you know your husband is like violent and can hurt you and can get angry. Don't make the situation worse, especially when he's been drinking. Just do whatever you need to do to get out of that situation." Like, I know not everyone can lie, or not everyone wants to lie, I get that, but for like survival reasons, just say no. Just as quickly as you can, just say no. But one thing I just remembered, one thing they did really portray really well is the like manipulation side of it. Like when he pushed her down the stairs and then she wakes up and he's like, "You fell," and then he's like brainwashing her type of thing into thinking she fell, and then she ends up apologising and saying, "Thank you for helping me." I thought they portrayed that really well. And like the way they shot the movie, so it looked like he didn't punch her in the eye, push her down the stairs, and stuff like that, because that's how she would be feeling, or that's how she was made to feel by him, and like it wasn't her fault. I think they did that really well. I think my voice is going. Also, I really liked Alyssa. I think they got Alyssa down to a T, just like her personality and everything. Like when she first heard it was going to be a flower shop and she was like, "Sorry, my face just says it all." No filter. And then when she walks in with coffee and just sees Lily on the counter and she's like, "Oh," that's when everyone giggled in the movie theatre the first time, which is like, that was funny. So that was like acceptable. But yeah, the collective "oh," like, and then the giggling, I thought that was like a cute moment in the cinema. Trying trying to think what else I wanted to talk about. I think they did do a lot of scenes differently. Like the proposal scene happened in the hospital, which I did prefer the way it happened in the book. Like they were at Alyssa's apartment, on Alyssa's bed, talking, and he overhears. I think it was a really cute moment in the book. Proposing at your best friend, like on your best friend's baby's birthday, after she's just given birth. Like they did it really cutely in the movie. I didn't know it was cuter in the book. Also, I knew this was going to happen because it happened in the book. Like a lot of people root for Riley and like say he could change. And the one thing people are saying about the movie that I've noticed is that if in the hospital after Lily gave birth to Riley, I just realised I've been calling him Riley. That the husband, the abusive husband, he's called Ryle. I always call him Riley. I don't know why. But then when I've got so confused. They don't call their daughter Riley. They call her Emerson. When Lily gives birth to Emerson and Riley says, I can change, I'll go to therapy, I'll get help, people are saying that they would have, like if she would have given him a second chance, they would have been endgame because they think he would have changed and gotten help. And yes, he may have done, he could have done, but you'd think he would have gone to get help the first time he hurt his wife, or you think after he got drunk and tried to like force himself, he would have gone to get help. Like he shouldn't have to wait for her to tell him to go get help. He should just automatically go get help and like realise he needs help. He shouldn't need a reason other than the fact that he needs help to go get help. If that makes sense. Like I feel like it would have meant a lot if he went to her and said, I'm in therapy, I'm getting help, instead of I will go if you want me to. Because like if she says, like he wouldn't have gone and get help. Anyway, I don't know if that made sense. I think he does go get help, even though they break up and get a divorce. In the It Starts With Us book, I think they do go get help. He does go get help for his daughter's sake, or so he gets visitation rights. I can't remember. But yeah. One last critique, because I don't think I can think of much more to talk about right now, is I wasn't the biggest fan of Lily's mum in the movie. I feel like, I can't remember if it was in this book or the other book, to be fair, but I just feel like she was a lot more supportive in the book than in the movie. Like, I don't know, she just kept not criticising her, but she wasn't exactly supporting her with her flower shop business. And like in the book she said she was proud of Lily when she didn't speak at her father's funeral and just left. Well, we didn't get that scene. Yeah, I wish we'd got a scene where Lily told her mum that Riley was abusing her. I feel like that would have been like an impactful scene. But yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the mum. But yeah, also the way Blake Lively says the name Atlas when she first sees him again, it's so satisfying to me, and I can't quite figure out why. But yeah, I think they did a really good job with the movie. Trying to think if there's anything left to say, but I don't think so. I think I just wanted to do a little book movie review, because I'm going to start doing a bit more book content. Not like loads, just a few book videos. I also think that's a really nice sound. Like sticky. But yeah, I would recommend this movie. I also just remembered they didn't include a lot of scenes from Lily's childhood. They did include like scenes of her abusive father, and like him almost killing Atlas, which I feel like were the important ones. But they didn't include Finding Nemo or the letters to Ellen, which I didn't really like reading the letters, I'm not gonna lie, so I'm kind of glad they missed that part out. But I know quite a lot of people like the letters. But yeah, I feel like they did show a scene where she was writing a Dear Ellen letter, which I feel like was enough for me, personally. But then when they watched TV together, they had Ellen on TV. I feel like they could have had Finding Nemo on there, just as a little like something, because it was quite a big part of the book. But yeah, that's all I can think of to talk about right now. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you go to see the movie, let me know what you think of it. And yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.